Hello there, MegaMogwai here, and I got another of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we shall enter emo mode and embrace death, as we're finally gonna showcase Kindred and NASUS, aka Anubis, together in a deck called Embrace Death, quite simply. Or I also like to refer it as the Undying Atrocity, because it is an Undying deck. We finally have an Undying deck with champions. Not just one champion, two champions. Like, that is just crazy, right? But they actually exist. And what I mean by that is that champions that synergize with the Undying finally exist in the game. Both Kindred and NASUS work really well together because they are both centered around the same mechanic in Slay. Right? With Kindred, we have an engine that we can utilize to pick off the board little by little, and a very scary engine this deck is in that regard. And with NASUS, we have our finisher. This deck has one win condition, and one win condition alone, and that is Atrocity. The idea is we want to level up NASUS by attacking with him or whatever, and get the spell shield, and then Atrocity. If we don't have the spell shield, it's fine. We got a full set of Right of Negation. Right of Negation, the card that makes us kill an ally. Like, the deny that demands us to kill an ally, right? But in a deck with the Undying, this card is just nuts. I just absolutely love it. It's actually good. It's better than if I were combining Undying with Ionia and had deny there, right? Which is, you know, easier said than done. And I really like the fact that this synergy exists right here. We have a full set of Ravenous Butcher and a full set of the new toy Spirit Leech. These cards can be utilized onto the Undying or other Last Breath units, like the Curse Keeper, for example, to allow us to either draw a lot or gain momentum on the board, as we have a couple of copies of Bakai Reaper. I call these guys bacalao, which is a fish. It's a specific type of fish in Spanish, and my brain just automatically does that, and I am embracing the reggaeton aspect with this. So Bacalao Reaper and Bacalao Rampaging, or Rampaging Bacalao rather, are very good cards in this deck. Bakai is just, Rampaging Bakai is amazing. This card comes in and just trades with, like, it's a really good effect, very easy to enable in this deck, and it allows us to get a little bit of extra interaction with the opponent because our spell density is very low, as we're only playing 10, and a lot of our spells are actually drawing or are aimed to finish the game or disrupt the opponent, right? So we don't really have the best means to kill the opponent's board aside from Bakai and Kindred, right? So Bakai really does help us out in that regard. It patches up that big weakness this deck has, and also gives us a nice 4 attack overwhelm unit on top of that, which is really neat. We have Blighted Caretaker to give us a lot of momentum alongside Dune Keeper, and of course a full set of Bark Beast, and a one-off of Rite of Calling, which I would like to run as a tool, but I don't think it's ultimately necessary, as this card can be utilized on the Undying, and for 0 mana can draw us a card, and also you know, allow us to trigger Slay for no cost at all. And yeah, this deck feels really competitive. It feels really, really solid. It just, I don't think, there aren't that many bad matchups. And honestly, NASUS is one of those champions that's been criminally underrated. People just immediately downplayed this champion upon reveal. And I think that was a big mistake, because the fact that he keeps on growing, which is not clear, by the way, because if you combine him, or if you compare him to They Who Endure, not They Who Endure, not They Who Wendy, They Who Endure, says, when I'm summoned, grant me +1. Okay, so yeah, it actually is clear. Never mind. You're nothing. We have another Shadow Isles Shurima combination. Shadow Isles mixes really well with Shurima in this expansion in general. Even though we are showcasing yet another Shadow Isles Shurima deck, it is a very, very, very different deck from the Azir Ephemeral Hecarim list that we showcased day 1. So yeah, man, if you're into Shadow Isles, then this expansion is the right expansion for you, because this is not the last Shadow Isles deck coming out of these new cards. I can guarantee you that. Regardless, yeah, nothing more to say really. This deck is pretty straightforward in that sense. Like, it's not as complex as Lysandra to explain. And I think the gameplay will really showcase how you should pilot this deck properly. When you mulligan, obviously try to search for likes of the Undying and good early game enablers, and also, you know, adapt to what you're facing as well. But that's basically where I'm going to stop talking. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. Yes, we're going daily. A new deck with a new champion every single day. Until I run out of them. Then I'll just revisit them and make new decks with them. And that's where, yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. All right, finally. I finally get to play some Kindred. I say finally, it's like the third day, but I haven't played so much Lysandra, man. It's just like, I need more hours a day. I need to not sleep. Can my body not require sleep? Thank you. I'm gonna drop these two. Even though Kindred is really neat. But I'm gonna drop it. I have ways to draw Kindred. Like right there, and yeah, I can just draw him again. Yep. We're gonna go with the Bark Beast. I'm not gonna turn into Fizz. Ooh.
What is darkness to the unseen? See what we see.
If he has a Mystic Shot, you better play it now. You better play it out, son, because I'm going in. Oh. And now we go Butcher. We're gonna go with this attack. Gonna keep the Dune Keeper in the back. We don't want to trade it into the Ballistic Bot. We want the Ballistic Bot to go down. But this is one hell of an opener, man. This is exactly the purpose of our deck. Let's race him. Oh, and that's why you put I call him Bacalao. That's why you put Bacalao in the back. Bacalao always last when attacking. Okay, interesting. We got a decent hit off there.
Humanity is obsolete.
And I am going to be resorting to the Rite of Calling here. Just to trigger this, because Twisted Fate next turn could be pretty devastating.
Fire till nothing moves.
We slay an ally, which means we boost our Bacalao.
You will serve through me.
And we also buff the Bark Beast this way. Before they can go for these ignitions, we are going to attack. We got the Fearsome, which means they can't block us. With Ballistic Bot this turn, they could block into these two, but this block is just terrible for them, and then they're going down like by a lot. Okay, there's the Mystic Shot. All right. They're still taking a huge hit, massive hit, and we can play the Undying here. We are running a little bit out of gas, but we do have Kindred, and it's not like our opponent has pressured us yet.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now. System upgrade.
Alright. Ooh, I'm close. This is Rampaging Bacalao. We got many different types of Bacalao here. We're really into fish. Alright.
If you want to live, never want.
We're gonna play Kindred because if my opponent wants to attack into us this turn, then we will be punishing for that. These Bark Beasts are great blockers for Blessed Body, but if my opponent starts going for these ignitions, well, the machines are coming, that's for sure. Regardless, if they go for another ignition here, we will double block into this, and then we will Kindred. Depends though. Like, honestly, a Get Excited here onto this would suck quite a bit. We'll take 7 damage though, which is something we can handle.
Once there was a star that crashed down to Earth.
Did it crush anyone?
It tried to,
Okay.
but it met its match.
What happened to it?
The star was returned. But a man was reborn.
Prey. Inferior design.
Wait a minute.
So ordinary.
I could have used Glimpse Beyond, but I wanna Rampaging here.
I was not shown mercy. I will not grant it.
even if they do have suit up. We also have the Spirit Journey as well. I was thinking about going for Glimpse Beyond, but my thought process is if we get our Undying back next turn, it'll be a 3/3, which means Mystic Shot will no longer counter our Glimpse Beyond. And we can play Rampaging Bacalao here to kill the... Yeah, I mean, these ignitions are low-key applying a lot of pressure. Keeping all that mana, I mean, he has to go for the kill here, right? Like, he has to.
We have nothing to lose.
They will.
Nice. There's your boy. What a sick ass animation. Let's go with this block.
Betrayal buried Sharina. Hope revived it.
A vast land.
Too much sand.
Yeah, the fact that he has this Bacalao here is annoying for sure.
Gotta go with the flow.
Shall end. Know your place. Life and death inexorably interwoven. You are nothing.
It'd be nice to top deck into Atrocity. I'm a little bit wide open here. Oh boy. Damn. We do have Rite of Negation. Oh! I forgot about NASUS ability! MVP! Totally calculated that. Yeah, I'm wondering if I should run a triple copy of Atrocity in this deck. I think I should, honestly. Because in a scenario like this, like... Okay. Oh my goodness. Is it because he has another Mystic Shot? We're gonna go on the Undying. We're gonna trigger. We're gonna bump up our NASUS, trigger our Kindred. Bitch! Let's go for the kill, baby. And before he has another, get excited, a Mystic Shot in hand. Ah, there we go. feels good taking down Twisted Fate Fizz, baby.
We grow wiser with each victory.
Thank you. Thank you, Senpai. You're right. That was a nice game one. Let's go for another one. Okay. Overwhelm. The movie. I added in a third copy of Atrocity, by the way. I took out one bacalao. Sorry for Bakai. Sorry, I may be triggering people. The Bakai guy, the one drop. I have 2 of them now, and instead I'm running triple Atrocity. I'm gonna keep this hand. I'm gonna drop the Rite of Negation because double Bark Beast into Undying Butcher.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys. Sand and blood!
I could have traded into the Doomkeeper, but I'd rather, you know, get some actual value. Now we're talking.
Fight or die.
See what we see. Always forward. Dissident.
Still get 5 damage and clear his board. They do have 1 card over us in hand, but we have 1 in the board. So we have health advantage, card advantage is equal, and we have board advantage early on. Against a deck like this, that's definitely very, very important.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
The winter's claw strikes. Leave nothing standing.
There's not much of a difference between 1 and 2 health, only defensively, but that's alright. I have a 3/3 here.
What is darkness to the unseen?
I'm gonna glimpse. As we do need to refuel a little bit. I guess I should have gone for the open attack there. Would have been better. Okay, that's good though. Alright, we're blocking with the Bark Beast. Okay.
See what we see.
We're able to navigate around the those landmarks really well here. We're gonna be aiming at an all-in attack. And then afterwards, we're gonna play Kindred into Ravenous Butcher.
Keep your distance. Dissident.
A fight.
Okay. Okay.
The life undone.
Embrace life.
Expect death.
Nice. We got Rampaging Bacalao here. In case our opponent, I mean, our opponent could go for like a. I think we have to resort to him this turn. no matter what. We have to try to trade him into the Alpha Walkla. I mean, we win next turn no matter what with our open attack, right? So we gotta make sure we survive this turn. We're at 14, man.
All will die.
One does not avert the other.
I like him. I was not shown mercy. I will not grant it. I'll gift you the mercy of death.
I have to do it like this. I have to threaten reggaeton. Okay. I mean that is lethal if I don't block, but thankfully I do have progress. He's down to 0 mana. Like that's what this sort of play like made it. He needed an answer, right? So what we're gonna do here.
Keep your distance.
I actually should have blocked the other way around. No, I shouldn't have.
Hunt it down.
Yeah.
With grace and precision.
Nice. That was a good game. That was a fun match. That was a really fun match. Very, very tight at the end there. We were able to really set up the kill there, and the idea, like, Rampage Bakai was amazing. Because he came in, and because I targeted Reggaeton, if he had the +2, like, he can't react with the +2 overwhelm. And the thing is, the 1 mana play, the focus card, the exhaust, is also unable to, it cannot be, utilized in response to a combat. So his options to survive that exchange are very limited. And if he does have an option, it's going to make him tap out, which means I can survive his attack, right? Even after that Fury of the North boost. So really happy with how I played that one, honestly. I think I still may have made some mistakes here and there, but very happy with my Kindred setup. Instead of playing Kindred before, attacking first, then playing Kindred, and I was rewarded for keeping my Ravenous Butcher in my hand for such a long time as well. There's a lot of very key decision making with this deck. And I also feel like it can be optimized a little bit, but I really like it. I love it. It's basically the Undying with actual champions. Finally. Let's go for another one. Alright, round 3. Twisted Fate Fizz it is. I can't believe so many people are playing this deck again. Like, you got new cards to explore. And this is what you're doing. I'm gonna keep this hand because honestly I really do like I'm gonna go with you though.
The desert by my side.
Oh boy, here I go!
Always forward.
If he wants to trade Fizz, I'll trade. Otherwise we get 4 damage on him. Yeah, I've heard Dune Keeper's a good card. Bakai Reaper alongside Blighted Caretaker.
Safety disengaged.
I think I can hold on. If I play you, yeah, I think I can definitely hold on. I'm not under immense pressure right now, even though Blighted Caretaker can very easily be countered by Twisted Fate, but I can also target Twisted Fate later down the line. Yeah, I'm gonna play Undying. I'm gonna play Undying on curve. We have double Atrocity, so this time around, like, any ounce of damage that we get is really neat, but I don't think we've built up enough. I very much like the Spirit Leech play. Because of the Fearsome, it's pretty safe to attack with Bakai.
Humanity is obsolete.
Nice 3 damage.
Prime and ready. Fire till nothing moves. Safety disengaged.
The moment he plays an Ignition is the moment I'll develop my Spirit Leech, because it's the moment he'll be under Twisted Fate range.
The hand, can't say no to Fizz.
Can you improve perfection? A ticket to the gun show.
happily trade those two.
Your time in the cycle is done. Prime and ready. Fulfilled a life undone.
Never lost a fair game.
Beautiful.
Eyes open.
So this is what I wanted. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted to bait him.
The road follows.
You can't do this.
I should have played this last. I made a mistake. I missed out on 1 damage. Doesn't matter.
No!
System upgrade.
I'm ready.
I was not shown mercy. I will not grant it.
I'm gonna play Rampage here. Rampage Jackson. And I'm going to keep this Rite of Negation open. I can utilize it alongside the Undying, and then I'll keep buffing my NASUS here.
Hey, Zap. Need a hand? Can't say no to Fizz.
NASUS could just mean another Twist of Fate, so I do want to attack like this.
We live here.
And this should be game. That's all we needed. That is all we needed.
Tell me, what fate awaits the Bakai?
Eternity is uncertain.
These decks don't play thermogenic beam, so I don't. I mean, it's not like thermogenic beam won't make a difference. But this is great. This is great. I'm happy that this deck can like consistently beat Fizz just to Fate. You just have to play the matchup right. You gotta work for the Atrocity. You gotta work for the Atrocity. And him not blocking with he got like really greedy there. But it wouldn't have mattered because it actually wouldn't have, because Atrocity still would have been lethal. Okay. We got Rite of Negation alongside Atrocity, and that should stop anything. There's no health gain, except for Citrix Courier with this region combination. I mean, this region combination should have some weaknesses, right? Booyah. Try to zap me down with spells, and now negate them all. Because this card is balanced. Yep. He actually had it. Booyah. Outta here! Nice. Ah, no, NASUS died, actually. I was waiting for his quote. Alright, we climbing. This deck has been easier for me to figure out than Lysandra. Like, I spent a long time trying to figure out Lysandra, but Kindred NASUS is more straightforward, and I love it. Like, I had a very clear idea if I was gonna build this deck. I love that Shurima Monkey, though. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the third Atrocity is definitely a must, I think. Like, this is how we win games. We win games with NASUS into Atrocity. We even have Rite of the Calling to draw into it. I wonder if I should be playing a second Rite of the Calling, to be fair. This card has felt really good. But I don't know what I would trade it for, because Rampaging Bakai has felt amazing. Like, he's felt super important these games. So I think we'll keep it as it is. I think my curve is fine. Man, this deck is sweet. Come on, now, this deck is cool. Leave a like for cool decks. Alright, let's go for another one. Martin Carton. Instead of Shurima, he's playing Ionia. Now, why would you do that? Go get it, right? Yeah, I'm gonna keep Double Butcher. Butcher is an incredibly important card in this deck. It just, like, being able to do things for 0 mana is really strong in Runeterra, and this deck, you know, synergizes extremely well with it. So I very rarely am gonna mulligan it away unless I don't have something like the Undying in my hand, right? Would have been nice to draw into, you know, stuff like Bark Beast and the likes, but it is what it is. Bit of unfortunate draws. I only have 2 Blighted Caretakers to avoid these kind of scenarios, right? Alright. Martin Carton is ramping. Meanwhile, we're getting our Undying online, boy.
The desert by my side.
This is a lot of damage. This is 10 damage. Just like that, this is 10 damage. Kill this. Boom, boom. Yep.
Everyone's a garden.
Beautiful. So beautiful. Did I say 10? I meant 11. Oh, that's a hit. And you're playing Ionia. What are you gonna do? You're playing a bad region, man. What are you doing? I'm gonna go for Glimpse Beyond now. As we do draw into Atrocity. We set up the Curse Keeper so that it will proc.
The Emperor commands, the land obeys.
A true Freljordian welcome.
Could still have, but if he has Ice Quake, he loses everything, right? If he has Ice Quake, he loses everything. So if I sack this, I get all the triggers here. However, if I do it like this, if he has Ice Quake, yeah, I'm gonna make the play. This may seem a little bit weird.
There you are.
It may seem weird that I'm not targeting the Undying, but I'm making it so that if he does have Ice Quake, which is the only thing I can think of here that can stop this attack, I can proceed to set up Bark Beast, Bakai Reaper, and Ravenous Butcher. I can Ravenous Butcher the Undying, which will be left around, and then I will have a total of 8 damage, which will put him down to 3, which means my Atrocity, I just have to find the right timing for Atrocity, and that should be it. Because you gotta keep in mind that Ice Quake does in fact... Yeah, we're going in. Ice Quake does kill his Trundle. I'm gonna go for the Atrocity. If he has a deny, I'm gonna get it out of him. What I'm doing with this Atrocity is I'm basically preventing him from going for Ice Quake this turn.
Bow to your king. One snack'll do.
Dissident.
So fast.
I mean, my board could not be more full. I gotta go with his attack.
Talk about your chat.
If he has, like, more, you know. We're at a bit out of gas here, unfortunately. We didn't draw into any of our champions. And, even though we got the... Okay! There we go. Because if this attack did not go through, I'm starting to get worried, you know? I mean... Because Trundle is dangerous, right? And Overwhelm, I'm at 13, so... There can be some shenanigans that can leave me vulnerable because I have no defense, right? Like my entire hand is just units at that point. I haven't drawn, you know, I hadn't drawn too much card draw there at all. Also, like Rite of Negation would have been nice as well. The Atrocity getting countered was to be expected, right? But by going for the Atrocity, I have a feeling he had Ice Quake in hand or another Trundle, and by going for Atrocity, I made him go under 8. And him going under 8 means he can't wipe me, so I can butcher and I can just go as wide as possible. And I mean, it worked out, right? But it was a much closer game than I thought it was gonna be because I thought I felt like I was dominating, right? But he managed to stall quite well at that point, and you know that deck with like cards like Go Get It can allow you to get like multiple pillars, right? And then you can just like level up, not only level up Lysandra, but just get the Watcher at 0 mana that same turn potentially even. And that's all she wrote for us because we didn't draw into a single champion. Like not even like we're not even gonna think about having a champion on board and being able to shuffle the champion back to our deck, right? We were in a very vulnerable position there, even though it seemed like we had a very clean win. If we didn't kill him that turn, I think we would have had a nice chance of losing. Though, you know, you never know, right? But yeah, fun matches today. Anyways, we had 4 games and we're on a tear. Like we're doing really well. Even though I struggled a bit with Lysandra getting the right deck for you guys. This deck, I barely, like, the only tweak that I've done to it is added that third Atrocity since I made it originally. But yeah, man, fun shit. Really, really fun champion combination. It just feels great to have the Undying with champions. Finally, it only took like a year and some months to get there. And I think this deck is super fun and very competitive. So try it out. Let me know what you think. Have a soul day. Leave a like. And I'll see you tomorrow.